Okay, there we go. Perfect. So we're talking about the tech that we use. So we use a lot of different systems and devices to get our work done. This subject will introduce each of them to you as required and based on your responsibilities. More detailed and one-on-one training will also be provided. We'll keep this subject updated, so you'll be notified if we add anything new to our toolbox, okay? This subject will be a great resource that you can refer back to. Okay, and so one of the systems that we're going to be using is Slack. I don't know if all of you have received the Slack invitation that I sent everybody. That give me a thumbs up if you received that invitation. EJ, you can give me like the little emoji thumbs up. Okay, perfect. All right. And so so I sent that. That is basically going to be our primary internal communication tool. Okay, that's where I'm going to be sending you just random messages just to check in. And if you have any questions for me, you can send me a message through there. If you have any questions for any team members, if you have any at all, you can send them there. And what we're going to use it for, we're going to be using it to share community information and events, individual team and all staff group chats, discussions focused on specific topics, forum questions and discussions, okay? And I'll probably even do some like mini trainings in there as well, okay? Do you have any questions about Slack? Have all of y'all used Slack before?
Yeah, so when I was a contact tracer, we used Slack to communicate. So
Did you like it?
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was, yeah. And all the emojis and stuff. It's cool.
So what do y'all like about Slack? Like what makes it effective for communication for y'all?
I think just
I like it that, oh, sorry.
No, you're fine.
Go ahead, EJ. Go ahead, EJ.
Just like the groups and how you can create like different channels and stuff. I think it's really good and you can never miss a notification. So I think it's really good. It's effective to me.
Beautiful. And that's what we're looking for. You're saying what, Catherine?
I was gonna say it's very effective and very, should I say, quick, unlike Asana and other apps. Sometimes Asana, when you try to communicate, it's not instant.
Yeah.
But with Slack, it's right instant. There. You get the message. Yeah, it's right there.
Yes. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing because I was going to do, because the project management or task management software that we're going to be using is ClickUp, and I'll get to that in a second. I did use Asana before, but what I've discovered is that Asana can get a little bit unorganized. I've used it. I think it's a great tool, but to me, it gets too unorganized and it's not as straightforward as ClickUp, where I'm able to add lists and do all kind of stuff, and it offers just a huge array of even more things that I'm able to do. ClickUp also does offer chat. However, I think I want to keep tasks in that specific space and then all communication about anything else in one space, so that it's not like all just combobulated and just everywhere. And so yeah, so we're going to be using Slack for communication. And you may get a message from me today or, throughout the week from there, just to kind of test and make sure everybody's getting the messages. So the next tool that we use is Gmail, and your login information will be LastPass, okay? And so I'm going to be sending each of you a LastPass invitation for you to basically be able to access the Gmail platform, the Gmail account that we're going to be using, which is the company account. Okay, and so Gmail is a free email service developed by Google. It lets us send and search for messages, organize our inbox, and build relationships with integrated chat and video calls. Okay, and so we're going to be using it for primarily sending cold emails to prospects, leads, and clients. I will also send like meeting emails and things like that, just reminders and in Gmail as well. And I'll also probably just copy it in Slack too, in case that you may not have been able to get the email. And so let me just kind of stop my share real quick and get into the Gmail, because that's going to be a lot of where we're going to be doing. It's going to be just a space that we're going to be doing a lot of things in. And so and you're going to have a lot of other content and That's just going to be like a central space that we need to kind of be aware of. And so have all of y'all used Google before? Have you used Gmail before? Is that like the place where you've just sent emails and cold emails and things like that in the past?
I think with cold emails, I use more of Outlook, but I don't have an issue with Gmail.
Got it. Okay. I am going to pull up the Gmail document that I created for y'all that you will also get in your in ClickUp and your Google Drive as well. Okay, let me share my screen. All right, and so here is an intro to Gmail, just to kind of give some information. Okay, so intro to using Gmail. So the purpose of it is, it's a free email service. It's developed by Google. It lets us send and search for messages, organize our inbox, and do all that stuff. I think I read that before. Okay, and so how are we going to use it? We're going to use it to send emails to prospects, leads, and clients. Okay, and also to do a little bit of internal and external emailing. And everybody's going to be using this this space. Okay. And so logging in. So to ensure that everyone is following good password security practices, we'll use LastPass to share access to Gmail. To log into your Gmail email account, accept the invitation that was sent to your personal email account to receive the credentials to access your TMCA business email in Gmail. So each of you will have your own professional business email to be able to send emails out to clients and customers, prospects, and leads. Okay. And so this is just to provide some instructions. This will be for y'all, but I'm gonna go through it briefly. And so the first thing that you're going to do, of course, is sign in using the LastPass credentials to access your professional TMCA email. And then after that, you'll basically be able to have access. Okay. And so once you are in Gmail, I'll show you here in a minute how it looks, but I tried to organize it as much as possible to make sure that everybody's not missing anything. And so as it relates to the navigation inboxes, so the TMCA inbox is organized into sub inboxes and labels to eliminate email overwhelm and to ensure that nothing falls through the cracks. Each team member has their own unique inbox that houses outbound emails with responses. It will also house emails that are sent directly to you from lead or other team members. This email must be checked frequently just to maintain a positive customer experience. And you can select the drop down arrow on your email to see all of your emails, okay? And I'll show you what that looks like here in a second. And so labels with a specific team member name will be housed on the left hand side panel. Your label will have a unique color to help you identify what emails are yours. Each label stores all of your emails, okay? And so this is what's going to help us to kind of stay a little bit organized when you're logging into Gmail, okay? And so we're going to talk about the professional company email signatures. So company emails, having a professional email represents a way to stay in touch with regular customers as well as potential customers. It's also an easy way to establish brand recognition and increase brand awareness with current and new customers. So your company email signature also allows us to promote our company and brand. It is an excellent marketing tool. It's not just pretty, but it makes it easier for people to connect with you, shows your brand individuality, shows our brand personality, establishes trust, and it helps to gain new followers to our social media platform. It's also a professional way to look current and look to current and potential clients. Okay, so I'm going to just open up this quick tutorial really fast, where I just kind of show you how to navigate through the company emails and signatures. Okay, I think they're in my purse. Okay, all right, so let me play this and you'll be able to have access to this too. I'm going to show you how to use your professional TMCA email along with your professional TMCA email signature. Here we go. So the first thing that you're going to do is click on this symbol right here. And then before you send the email, make sure that you click this drop down button here where the from box is. And then you're going to click on your name and email that you will be using. And the next thing that you're going to do is you are going to delete this primary email signature that we use for just regular customer support. And you are going to click on this pencil symbol and you're going to select insert signature. And so we actually have signature templates for each one of our team members. And so you're going to click on your name and it will automatically pull up your email signature, okay? And so before you send out your email, make sure that your correct email signature is pulled up along with you sending it out with the correct name, okay? Make sure that sometimes whenever you're clicking from different names, it'll automatically pull up the general email signature for overall customer support. But when you're sending out an email directly from you to a lead or a client or prospect, make sure that you are inserting your unique email signature just like that. And then after that, just type in your email. Double check to make sure that the from email is being sent by your name. And then put the to who you're sending the email to and your subject, and then you are ready to go. All righty. Okay, do y'all have any questions on that? All right, and so, yeah, go ahead. Anybody have questions?
You said we'll have access to the video, right?
Yes, yeah. So you will actually have access to the document that I created for you ladies, intro to Gmail, this right here. You'll have access to that so that you can be able to see how to get into that tutorial. We have a couple of them as well, a couple of tutorials for y'all to just look at, and I'll keep adding more tutorials for trainings so that you can look at on your own time, okay? All right, so email templates. So email templates for outbound emailing and lead generation. Email templates can make your life much easier, allowing you to reach more prospects in less time and close more deals, okay? And so this is just another tutorial for those email templates. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to use the Google email templates. All right, so the first thing that you're going to do is compose an email. And then the next thing that you're going to do is to click where it says more options right here. And then you see where it says template. You're going to scroll up and then you're going to go over to the left and you're going to click on the appropriate email template that you need to send out to a lead or a prospect or a customer, okay? And so I'm just using this template as an example. And so I'm going to click on test template. And as you can see, it automatically generated the email information that was in the template. All righty, and so just a little bit of tips before sending the email. Make sure you are adding the name of who it is, the recipient that you're sending it to. You know, you need to make sure that you're adding that name, and also just making sure that whatever information is in the email is relevant to their industry and who they are and their company, okay? And so we'll talk a little bit about that in our individual trainings, but that's just an idea to give you a sum total idea of what it is that I'm looking for. Also, I want to remind you to make sure that you are deleting the general email signature that automatically populates within every email, okay? All you need to do is just delete that. And, you know, with whomever you are, just always go to insert signature right here. And then you would attach and click on your name signature, and then it'll automatically pop up. Also, make sure that you are changing the from email as well, so that whoever it is that you're sending it to, they understand that this is you. And if your name is Catherine, then I'll make sure that you're selecting the email that says Catherine as well, so that we keep everything consistent, okay? All right, well, that is all that I have for you as it relates to the email templates. Let me know if you have any other questions. All right, and so let me know if y'all have any questions about that. One thing that I do want to say about the email templates is that I will also provide, once I have to upload all of the templates that I've used into Gmail, and I'm going to do that between today and tomorrow. And so you'll be able to have that in there. And then I will also update the Gmail intro to Gmail document so that you can see what templates you have to use and all those different things. Okay, so that you're clear on what to send out and all that jazz. So does it make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do y'all have any other questions on this? All right. Okay. So Google Sheets. So Google Sheets will have all lead and prospect contact information and more, okay? Each sales representative will have a unique sheet with a group of leads / clients that you are to manage and contact, okay? New leads and prospects can be added to each sales representative's sheet, okay? The ones that I add and also the ones that you may accumulate through lead generation as well, okay? And so you'll be able to add those yourself. So let's pull up this tutorial here. So you're just going to go to the Google Drive, and then right here you see where there's the sales team folder, and each of you will have your own Google Sheets document. When you pull it up, it'll have all of your prospects and leads to reach out to. I have my assistant right now organizing all of them, making sure that y'all understand like what industry they are in and everything. And so we'll have that hopefully by today. Okay. Any questions on that? All righty. All right. And so this is just some more information if you need it to help you with Gmail and just some other resources for that as well. And so what I'm going to do, I want to just go really quickly to what you will see in the Gmail inboxes. Remember I told you that the Gmail inboxes are organized in a certain way. Okay, so here, when you get access to this Gmail account, which is our main primary TMCA Gmail account, this is what I was talking about, how the inboxes are organized, okay? And so basically, whenever you are sending an email from your specific email address, so here's Catherine right here, and I just sent a couple of test emails. Whenever you have to send it from your professional email in order for it to be tagged or labeled so that you can identify what emails are yours, which is right here. Everyone has a label attached to their name, a colored label attached to their name, so that you can easily identify emails that you sent, and also emails that are sent to, like email responses that are sent to you, okay? All of those emails that you sent and emails responses will go in your specific email inbox, okay? And so it'll just, all you would need to do is just drop the, use this arrow to drop it down, and it will show you all the emails that were sent to you and all the emails that you sent, and also all the emails that I send to you specifically and directly. So if you missed anything, you'll be able to know exactly where to go, okay? And so right here is where, I will be sending you emails. Not I will be sending you emails, but this is just a space. Say, for instance, like you may have missed, you may not have been able to check the email like same day. Throughout the week, you can just check this space right here. And that's just where you can just find updates, important information, and just meeting information, meeting details, all that kind of stuff that's going to be from me here. Okay. So that you can know that. And of course, it'll also be sent to your, those will be sent like to your personal emails. And so you'll be able to check those there. Okay. All right. And so do you have any questions on that? And also, if you want to just see your emails only, all you need to do is click on your label, and it'll just pull up your specific email so that you're not seeing all of the emails from everybody else. So that's just what keeps, everything just kind of organized. And then I'll see emails that are from me. And then I also have other things here for the company as well, okay? But your areas of work will be mainly in this space, okay? So do you have any questions about that?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
So for that email template, no, not the template. Now for those names, are they private? Can Catherine see what Dio is doing? Can Dio see what Ejiro is doing? Like, if I click on those labels, can I see what my other co-workers are doing? Can I
Yes.
see the emails from them? Can I see all the emails if I click any of the labels?
Yeah. So you will be able to see them. And part of the reason why also, it's really just for me to just to be able to monitor what's going on in the emails, what's being sent, just to make sure that everybody's making sure that they're doing what they need to do within the emails, just to monitor those. That's really just for what that is for. Okay. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. Awesome. Any other questions? We're moving along. All righty. And so let me pull up the, okay, so the next thing we're going to get into, I think we've pretty much talked about Slack already, so I'll just move on from that. Let's get into ClickUp. Okay. Okay, so ClickUp, like I said, is designed to plan, track, and manage any type of work with project management that flexes to our team's needs, okay? So the purpose, how we will use it, we will use it to project manage internal and external initiatives. We'll use it for status updates on individual and main tasks. So we'll be using it for task management, meeting agendas. I'll just send notes and things like that in there, and also commission tracking and more. So this is a really, really important space where you'll be able to see, and have, I think somebody asked, like, how are you tracking? Somebody asked me, how are you going to track like the commissions and, all those different things? We'll be able to track them in here. Okay. And I'll show you what that looks like here in a second. And everybody's going to use this. And so did y'all get the invitations? Let me know, because I did send invitations to y'all to be able to be a part of the team in ClickUp. Did y'all get that? Okay. Catherine and EJ, were y'all able to get? Okay, perfect. So if you can, make sure that you are accepting the invitation to get in there so that you can start playing around with it and looking in there to see, to adjust to how to work it. If you have not utilized this platform before, there is a training in there for you ladies to take a look at to get more familiar with it. Okay, so getting started, you just set up and log in, accept invitation to be a part of the team, and you're going to download the app and get access to all the list. Okay, we're also going to be doing setting goals in here as well. And so if there's a specific company goal for sales, you'll be able to see it in there. And you'll be able to also send reports and like weekly reports in here, just to kind of report like where you are, what you were able to do, all those different things in here as well. And and for every sell that you get and things like that, we'll be able to kind of track it in here too. Okay, so let me just stop the screen share here, and then let me pull up ClickUp so that y'all can see that. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, so this is ClickUp. So you will basically, once everybody accepts their invitation, what I'm going to have you to do is we're going to be primarily in the TMCA headquarters space. Okay, we're going to be in this space. Once everybody accepts the invitation, I'm going to add you to this space so that you can actually go in here and see everything. But the first thing that I need everybody to do, especially if you're not familiar with ClickUp, is to practice using ClickUp. Okay, this is a whole training to just kind of teach you how to use it, okay? But what better way to learn how to use it than actually like practice using it? And so this is a teaching, a training that you can just kind of go through each one to learn about the features, the views, learn how to do tasks, all those different things that'll be important. Okay, and then also in here, you'll have some other employee onboarding information. Just this, the onboarding information, it'll basically house some of the documentation that y'all, that I just kind of spoke about just now, like the text that we use, all those different things like intro to Gmail, just all those different things, even policies, all of that will be in here for you to just kind of review and go back to on your own, okay? And so that is in there. And so primarily we're going to be in here in this space as well. You will have your own space for tasks, okay? For like daily tasks. Now, of course, you know, you are going to be able to, you have the flexibility to be able to manage your day how you want, okay? However, you can work however many hours you want. But this is just to kind of give you at least a guide to what, you know, what I would suggest that you do each day, okay? And also to, after just kind of looking at these, I will apply, once everybody's in there, I will also apply a space for you to submit your reports. You'll have that within each of your tasks as well, so that you can submit reports each week to kind of say, hey, I sent 50 emails this day, or I made 10 calls this day, and all those different things. And so you can, you know, I would like that to at least be sent each Friday, just so that I'm aware that you're doing some things and that you're actually, you know, doing something. Okay. And so this is also where the commission tracking is going to be. So this is all just examples. And so this is just examples of what it will look like, what accounts will actually look like. Okay. And so say, for instance, you know, we worked with Facebook. Whoever is assigned to this opportunity will go here. Okay, so if it's Dio, we'll put Dio here, and we'll put the name of the company right here that we're working with, that she's like working with, and that she may have opportunity with, or that she actually got the call, the appointment scheduled with. Okay, and then we'll also track the close date here. We'll track the amount of the deal here, the actual value, and then also the commission. So 10%, like we said, and then the commissions earned. And so here's the cool thing about this. Everybody will basically be able to see what everybody else is doing. And what that will do is just kind of create some motivation to see, oh, well, like she's doing this, or they doing this. It'll just kind of build a little bit of excitement. And here's the thing too. We are also not just going to have like base goals. This is what I want to do. We're not just going to have like base goals. We're going to have stretch goals as well. Okay. And if nobody gets any bonuses off of just meeting basic goals. Okay. But if you get your stretch goals, there are some bonuses involved. Okay. You'll get bonuses. All right. And so we'll be able to do that all in here. We'll be able to track that in here and all of that good stuff. Okay. And so we'll get out. What I'm probably going to do, I'm going to probably dive a little bit deeper into ClickUp on next week, so that we can just kind of just focus on this alone, and just answer any other questions. But I wanted to kind of give y'all this training, because over the next couple of days, even starting today, where I'm going to be sending you some clients, some leads, so that you can go ahead and start, you know, get started. So that you can get started and start making calls and stuff like that. Okay. So that is ClickUp. I want to leave this here just for now. And we'll dive deeper into this later, but I want to just answer any questions that you may have at the moment about ClickUp. Let me know if you have any questions. And also to what I'm going to do for each of these spaces right here, I'm going to add the services that we offer as well, so that you can just kind of review them, see the packages that we offer and things like that, what's involved in the packages, how much it costs and all that kind of stuff. I just think that that's going to be helpful for when you're on the calls or when you're seeing the cold emails, so that you can have an idea of like, what am I selling? You know, what packages can I offer them? All those different things. Okay. So does that make sense? Is that helpful a little bit for y'all? And if you have any questions, let me know. All right. Okay, so I'm going to stop my share. We're going to move to the next. Okay, so tech. We want to click up. Okay, Zoho people, let me share my screen again. Okay. So the next one is you've all already kind of worked within Zoho people, but Zoho people is basically the space that we're just going to, it's just like HR, just HR software, just for you to create your profiles, employee management, all that kind of stuff. That's just like for basic profile management so that I can have the correct information for you. Everybody has already kind of had access to that. And you'll also be getting the employee handbook as well. You'll be getting that to just kind of look at and just kind of have a little bit of an idea of just certain policies that we have for phone calls, sending emails, just, making sure that we're really representing TMCA well to all of our prospects and also past clients as well. Okay. And so the next thing that I want to get into is Grasshopper. Did you receive the invitations to Grasshopper? Let me know if you did. Because somebody, I'm just gonna see the application. Okay. Okay, you did. Okay, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So if make sure that you're accepting that invitation, because that is our space that we're going to be using to send cold calls. Okay. And it adds.
I have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
So I received 2 of those emails actually, and
Okay,
I
so
already accepted one.
Okay, perfect. Because there was a team member that said that she didn't get the invitation, and so that's why I sent it again. I probably sent it
Okay,
again.
I wasn't sure if it was like 2 different. I was like, I don't know.
Yes, I sent it again because I was like, oh man, if that happens to her, then it might have happened to to anybody else. And so I just wanted to make sure you had that. Okay.
Okay.
And so, so if you accepted it already once, and then that's completely fine. Also make sure you get the app, download the app, because in the app, that's where you'll be able to see just like contact information. We'll be able to add contact information for the prospects in there. And we want to make sure that we're doing that so that when they're calling and all that kind of stuff, you know exactly who you're calling and also if they're returning the call. Okay. And so make sure that you're doing that whenever you're using it. And then I'll probably do just a deeper training on Grasshopper next week. But we use it for business texting, which I think is amazing because, they may not be able to answer the call at the moment. Some may send back, who is this? And you'll be able to text them back and say, hey, and then, so that's a really, really powerful tool. And you'll be able to send them the link for them to schedule an appointment, because that's what we want to do, right? That's the whole process. We want to get on that call and we want to get appointments scheduled so that I can close the deals. Okay. So I can close the deals for you guys. So VoIP, and some of you may be closing deals as well. And so just to kind of say, remind y'all about that as a job description with job responsibility, but that's neither here nor there right now. So VoIP, we're going to be able to do VoIP and Wi-Fi calling in here. And so I know that because some of y'all are not in the US, you'll be able to use the Wi-Fi calling just to make those outbound calls. Okay. Any questions on Grasshopper at the moment? And another thing too, say for instance, they call you back. And of course, you would need to leave them a voicemail with your name and all that kind of stuff. Say, for instance, if they call you back, we will have a pre-recorded extension recording. Okay. And so when they call back, it'll basically say, if you want to speak to Catherine or dial press 1 or Ejiro press 2, they'll be able to click on who it is that sent them the call. And I think that's really great because they're able to build that personal relation, that relationship with you, and that trust with you as well, by them talking to the person that they like, right? And so that's basically just something that we have. And I try to make sure that everything is going to be as professional as possible when they're sending, when we're calling, and we're going to have like waiting music and things like that. You know, if you have them on hold and you're needing to just like send me a text or something like that in Slack to ask any questions. But we're going to have all those features set up so that we're able to stay professional within the platform. So any questions on that, I will do a deeper training into Grasshopper. I just wanted to kind of give an overview of all the tech that we're going to be using. Any questions?
Yes, so I actually tried the Grasshopper today, and I went to, like, it gave me 3 steps, like phone, desktop, and landline. So on my phone, it says it's not available in my location when I tried to download the app on my phone. It says it's not available in my location. So I tried laptop. I think it went through on my laptop, but it says I don't have, what's it called now? I don't have a line, like a line yet. How would I put it? I don't have like an extension yet, like an extension that's for desktop. But so on my phone, it's not going. It says it's not available in my location. So I really don't know how, because I've downloaded all of this Grasshopper. I click up on my phone and on my laptop, but I don't think I can use that Grasshopper on my phone.
Got it. Okay, that's good to know. That was one of the things that I was talking with about the team there. That's really good to know. And so if it's not going to do that over the next couple of days, I may end up shifting it for some of you guys, so that we can make sure that we don't run into that problem internationally with sending and creating international calls. I think that may be what's happening. And so yeah, I'll check. Thanks for letting me know that. I'll check into that today, and we'll kind of make some adjustments as we go with that. Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you, Dio, for that.
Welcome.
Well, mine is not a question, but I think I've been answered, because when I tried to log in, I only had my ID, but I didn't have the password, so I couldn't go further.
You can go further in Grasshopper?
Yes. So, but I've managed to download the app onto my my laptop.
Okay, so you were able to download the app on your laptop, but not on your phone?
Yes. No, I could not.
Okay. Okay, great. So I may end up, I was thinking that might happen. They told me that it wouldn't, but I was kind of like leery about it. So I probably may need to change the service. All right. All right, thank y'all for that. That is very helpful. And I'll send y'all an update, and I'll update this as well before putting it into ClickUp. Any other questions? Thank y'all. Thank you, ladies, for those comments and questions. All righty. Okay, I think that is the end of this document. All righty, and so what I'm going to do now, let me pull up the meeting. Okay, so the next thing that we're going, can y'all see the screen? Okay, I don't think it's sharing. Okay, now you can probably see it. There we go. All right. Okay, so we went into the tech that we use, and okay, we talked a little bit about templates, leads, lists, and scripts. We talked a little bit about that. What I want to do, just really briefly, I want to kind of get into this right here. Okay. So can y'all see that? Can y'all see this this cold call?
Yes, I can.
Okay,
I can
beautiful.
see your screen.
You can see the cold call screen script.
Yes,
Yeah,
I can
is it
see.
first minute of the call?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, beautiful. Okay, so this is basically everything that I'm going to be sending y'all for just cold call scripts. You know, just defeating the gatekeeper, talking to business owner prospect. It literally tells you exactly what to do when, and exactly where to go from there. Okay. I'm going to send this to y'all, and I'm going to like just, you know, and I'm going to put it into ClickUp. I'm not going to get too deep into it right now because I want to do just a deeper training on this, and I'll probably like record it as well so that y'all can have access to that training to look at on your own time too. But this is basically just going to be important for y'all to just have as a general script for taking those cold calls. Okay. And I'll also fill in some blanks for certain information, but some of it will also just, you know, I don't want it to be too scripted, because one thing that I've realized that when it is too scripted, sometimes it can come off as inorganic. And so I still want to, you know, make sure that the conversation is organic, but also quick at the same time, because a lot of the prospects that we are talking with, you know, they may not have a whole lot of time to be on the phone with us because we're calling out of the blue, right? And so we want to make sure that we're respecting their time at the same time, okay? And so this is just to kind of show y'all, you know, what you can be looking forward to as far as, you know, even objection handling whenever you receive certain kinds of objections, like, oh, we already have this taken care of. I'm very busy. I don't have time for this. I don't trust you. I don't like you. How did you get my number? You know, like, we're gonna have what are you trying to sell to me? I'm not interested. This doesn't sound like something that I would be interested in. We have an answer for everything. Okay, boo. We're just gonna answer. We're gonna follow up with an answer. Okay. And send me some information instead. Who do you work with? All that kind of stuff. We're going to have an answer to after every, or at least every possible objection, you know, before we just give up and just say, you know what, all right, I'm gonna leave you alone. Like, that's it. You know, but we want to make sure that we're being diligent, right? We want to make sure we're being consistent and a little bit gritty, you know, when it comes to these calls and sending out emails as well. Okay. And so this is just to kind of give you an overview of that. Any questions, just a little bit on this? I know you may have some later, because I will be sending a more in-depth training on this specifically, and I'll probably pre-record it so you don't have to wait until like meetings to do this, but you'll be able to have access to it. And I'll let you know when you'll have access to this via Slack. All righty. So next thing I want to just kind of get into really quickly. We're doing good on time. Let me share my screen again. All right. Okay, so of course, last thing, to make sure you're accepting your invitations that I'm sending you, because, you know, so that you can just kind of be able to play with some of the software that I'm sending and providing you ladies, and also so that you can get started on some of them as well. And one thing that I do want to get into, just to remind y'all that before 2022 starts, my goal is to have at least 4 new 5K 5-figure clients. I put 5K, but 5-figure clients. Okay. And I also want to diversify my target audience. So what I'm looking for is if, you know, before the year is out, my goal is for each of you to have 1 new customer, at least 1. Okay. I'm not, you know, shooting super high because it is the end of the year and y'all are a new team, and we're still kind of developing and building relationships with these particular customers and prospects. But I'm just asking for 1. And I know that y'all can do it because it's just 1. And then we'll dive deeper into like next year's goals and things like that. But I'm just looking for 1 for this year, and from each of you this year. But there was something that I was going to say, and I think I forgot it just like that. But that's basically it just for goals. Just kind of wanted to reiterate that again, okay? And we'll also house those goals within ClickUp. And just the next steps, you'll get access to task management system. I've already sent invitations to it so that you can accept it and just start playing with it and going through the practicing ClickUp training that I've created for you guys. And just to fill out any other paperwork that still needs to be filled out that you may not have filled out already. Email, leads and scripts, 90 days of training, all that kind of stuff. So that's what we're going to be doing next. But next week, I want to get into more of the templates and working with Gmail, and also whatever VoIP program that we use that offers the international calling and stuff. Okay. All righty. So any questions?
Okay, so when are we starting officially? Like, when is the official time to start?
Yeah, so the official time to start is pretty much today. My assistant, she's organizing the list of leads, because what I want to give y'all like an equal amount. She's organizing those list of leads so that y'all can actually start sending them emails. Okay. So if y'all want to do that today, then you're open to doing that today, because you'll have access to that in there to start sending those cold emails. Does it make sense?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. And I'll send you an email. Well, it'll probably be quicker to send you a Slack, but knowing me, I'll probably send you both, because sometimes they'll be like, oh, I didn't get the email, or I didn't get the Slack. I'll send it both. I'll send it through email and Slack so that you can, know whenever you'll be able to have access to those leads today.
So if we're going to start with cold emails today, that means you're going to send us the Gmail account, the one that has the dial at TMCA. Okay.
Yep, that's where you'll go. And I'll send you the LastPass link. And when I send the LastPass links for you to access Slack, not Slack, for you to access Gmail, I want y'all to let me know that you got into Gmail, you're good, and you're ready to send out some emails.
Then what about the scripted emails? Are you going to send that to us too?
Yes, that'll be in there.
Okay, perfect. Okay.
Awesome. EJ, any questions, anybody?
Sorry, last
Yeah, go ahead.
you mentioned the working hours. What I saw in the mail you said was 15 hours per week or more. So am I allowed, like, when can I start? Like, is it 9 a.m. CST, 8 a.m. CST, or when can I start my work for the day?
CST. So between it's in your, I'll probably have to resend it to you again, but it's in your the agreement that I sent y'all, where the hours are just between 9:30 a.m. and 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And so you're able to work within those timeframes. Now, I gave you the suggestion of 15 hours. I gave you that suggestion or more, but like I said, this is a flexible position. And so you work based off of your availability. But the more hours you work, the more time that you put in, the more business opportunities and sales that you'll be able to make. Okay. And so that's pretty much up to you, but we definitely want to make sure that we're working within the time frame of 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Okay. And I'll resend it to you if you need it, and I'll put it into Slack as well if you need that too. Yeah. Okay. All righty, any other questions? Thank you for those questions, Dayo.
You're welcome.
All right, well, that is all that I have for y'all today. That is it. Thank y'all so much for spending time with me and joining me on this meeting. If you have any questions, let me know, email me or send me a message in Slack. And I'll definitely make sure that I get back with y'all about that. So be checking your emails, checking Slack today for updates on leads list and all that kind of stuff. So you'll get 2 sets of lists. Okay. You're getting new prospects list, and you're also going to get past clients, or even past leads that have signed up to work with me. They just didn't, for some reason. I just want to reestablish a relationship with them. We want to check in with them to see if they need anything and all that kind of stuff. Okay. And so, yeah, if you don't have any other questions, I will let y'all go. Thank y'all so much for joining me today, and y'all take care.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, here's Catherine again. Let me. She probably got off on accident.
Bye.
Okay. Oh, Catherine, are you there? We're closing out. Okay, there she is.
Oh yeah.
Are you there? What happened? I was like, where did Catherine go? I guess she just needed to go. Can you hear us? Okay, let me stop. Let me stop the recording. Oh, okay. She just sent a message. All right. All right, Catherine. Well, we're going to go ahead and close out. Just the only thing that I just kind of shared, just be checking your Slack for updates on today, where I'm going to be sending y'all lead list and all those different scripts and stuff. And so to be checking your Slack, checking your email for those updates. Oh, yeah, her laptop battery died. It's fine. All right. Well, y'all have a good one. Okay. Take care.
All right. Take care. Bye.
Bye.